Welcome in, Aquarians. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a reading, a general reading for you, our air signs Aquarius. Thank you for coming into the channel. Good to have you here. Let's welcome in your cross watchers as well. Cross watchers, feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. And anytime that you come across this message and you were drawn into it was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Aquarius, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. It doesn't have to reflect all of it, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might not be your reading this week. For those of you that this does resonate, I will have an extended at the end of this reading. We're going to dive deeper into the message by exploring the zodiac signs that come up in your reading. And the zodiac signs that come through can be about intimate connections or intimate partnerships, as well as and or background players, colleagues, associates, friends, best friends, distant cousins, aunts, uncles, blended family, extended family. And even if you don't know their zodiac sign, you will recognize the energetic characteristics in the extended as I go through each zodiac sign that shows up. So just keep that in the back of your mind as we start the reading and go through the reading. And for those of you that like the content being shared, to help the channel grow, you can like and subscribe so that other Aquarians can get the messages that might be needed for them as well. Know that it is very much honored and very much appreciated. So good to have you here. So this is for Aquarius. This is a message for those watching, please. We do have the moon in the zodiac sign of Leo right now, so some of you could be feeling a burst of creative energy. This is kind of more of a broad, sweeping, overall, extended energy. Kind of large-scale adventure. Some of you could be taking on some long-term projects, especially in the creative arts, theater, film, media, the healing arts, entrepreneurial work, maybe studying for a course or a class, but the energies are there right now that are creatively favored, so to speak, and they're more of the broad spectrum of your life in general, overall. So grasp hold of those energies. If you're feeling a pull or a nudge, it's there for a reason. So this is for Aquarius, moon, rising, and sun. This is for Aquarius, moon, rising, and sun. Aquarius, moon, rising, and sun. Alright, here we go. So your overall energy theme for the reading is strength. That's, to me, strength is vital power. So that's also Leo, which I just explained that Leo, the zodiac sign, the moon is in the zodiac sign Leo. So this could be tapping into some of your vital power, some of your vital energy. Let's see what your opportunity is here. We have the King of Cups. That's kind of a global, moving into global expansion, global kind of love, global love is an expression of life. Let's see what your situation is. We have the Ace of Wands, new creative beginning coming through for you, Aquarius. Let's see what your opportunity is. Judgment. Some kind of realization is coming through, some kind of epiphany, some kind of like aha moment. This could be a life review. Could be figuring some things out. Like I said, the overall broader picture of your life, its meaning, why you're here. Let's see what the universe is co-creating with you. We have the Page of Pentacles, learning something new. New adventure, new trajectory. This is something tangible. Pentacles, something that's in the 3D realm, something you can taste, touch, smell, feel, work with. Let's see how you got here. We have the Seven of Cups. Could be kind of like trying to figure some things out. Maybe looking at all your options. Maybe trying to put things into categories. Maybe trying to figure out which way is the right way for you. So let's see what's right around the corner for you. Got the Nine of Cups. I see the Nine of Cups is more of individual happiness, things lining up, things being in alignment. Things that help you grow spiritually, emotionally. Just feeling good about life. Let's see what's fading away. We have the Five of Cups. Maybe feeling some regret, or maybe feeling like some things have passed you by. That's fading away for you. Maybe sadness from the past. So let's see what your outside influences are. We have the Six of Wands. That could be something that has to do with recognition, wanting to be seen, wanting to be a master in your field, wanting accolades. Let's see what the next steps are. We have the Four of Swords. Let it come to you. Sometimes doing nothing is more powerful than trying to do everything. Strength. And then your outcome here. Seven of Pentacles. Planting new seeds. Tending to your own garden. Strategizing. Planning. So Aquarius, you're definitely on a new trajectory here. I think you've done some life review. I think you want to tap into some of your natural abilities, your gifts. I think you might be trying to figure out right now what that looks like, how that works. Maybe you're listening to like some spiritual guidance. Maybe you're listening to some people that have kind of traveled the road that you want to travel. Trying to understand how they got there, how to do this. But I think you're on your way to your personal happiness here. I think you're tapping into your vital power. It's just kind of like navigating through the pathway. Like there's no direct ladder to climb, right? It's kind of a windy road. So let's keep going here, find out what's going on. Let's dive deeper. All right, let's see what the Ace of Wands is. This is your situation. New creative beginning. Something brand new, something unknown, something unfamiliar, something that has to do with kind of your soul purpose, your soul expression. So clarify what this Ace of Wands is for Aquarians. Too many. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So what's good for you? What nourishes you? What do you want to do that like lines up with it takes care of you and it nourishes you, but yet it also nourishes others around you? We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the World. So there's definitely something that needs to end here so that you can focus on and put your efforts in something that you really want. Something that kind of sets your soul on fire. You might be in a position right now where you're kind of like, because you got the Seven of Wands here. So in some ways that could be taking a stand for yourself, for your own desires, your own wants, your own needs. It also can be about generosity, but it can also be grounding down into the essence of your being. So when I see the Seven of Wands, to me that's kind of like you're going to stand on solid ground. And some things are going to end and some things are going to begin. Like a cycle has completed itself. You've gotten here now. You kind of see the bigger picture of everything. And you're ready to like move forward. You're not quite sure how to move forward. But you know at this point, at this stage of the game, there's something needs to change. And something else needs to bring itself forward. So you're kind of standing in that energy. So let's see what Judgment is. This is your opportunity or your challenge. So this is kind of going through a little bit of a life review. We got the Knight of Pentacles. We got the King of Pentacles. And we got the Three of Wands. I think you're ready to take action. This could have something to do with your work, something related to your work, your livelihood, your income, something that you can do in this tangible realm. It's not something that's esoteric in nature. It's something that manifests itself within your day-to-day living. And it looks like you're ready to take action here. You're setting off on another adventure. Looking out at what you really want, figuring out what it is you really want to do, what you really want for your life, where you're going to go, what type of return you want to come back to you. You know, that's that whole concept of sowing seeds and then they grow, or what you give out is what you give back. So you're starting to reassess this. And you're looking at what you want to show up in your life. Has to do with finances, has to do with time and energy. Has to do with your livelihood. You want to be somewhere where you're stable, financially secure, grounded, something that you can depend on, something that you can trust, something that works for you, something that gives you status, King of Pentacles. And what the universe is working on with you is a Page of Pentacles. So that's kind of the planning stages, figuring things out. You're now taking action. That's your opportunity to take action. Not only are you going from the Page to the Knight to the King, but you've also got the King of Cups underneath supporting you. That if you are doing this from a place of authenticity, you are doing this from a place of integrity, you are doing this from a place of kind of like the good of the whole. There's progression. Things are kind of tiering on top, layering on top of themselves. So let's see what the Page of Pentacles is all about. This is what the universe is co-creating with you. This is something that's profitable. This is something that will bring in, this could have something to do with your gifts, your internal gifts, starting to like bring them out into the world. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Seven of Swords. Well, I think what the universe is helping you with is that the way that things were done, or the way that things might be done in how this system is set up for you, doesn't seem to be working for you anymore. It seems to be somewhat overbearing. It seems to be somewhat like you're always feeling like there's something has to be done, and whatever's done, then something else has to be done. Like it's never enough, right? It just keeps piling on and on and on and on. And you're going down to the Two of Wands here. You want to release some of that. It's not that you're not taking responsibility. It's not that you're not trying to divert anything. It's not that you're not trying to take the easy way out, but you know there's a different way than what's being presented. You know there's a different way to make income. You know there's a different way to navigate through this life. You know that there's a different way to be able to live without having to have all this responsibility, without having to put all this time, this work, and this effort. Somehow to you it doesn't line up with your personhood. It's a lot of stress and strain. It's a lot to handle every single day. And I think you're starting to see the hypocrisy behind that. Seven of Swords. I think you're starting to see that this is kind of something that isn't conducive to life. There's some kind of manipulation or deception with what work is supposed to look like. So you're thinking about that, and it's like, who made up the 5-day work week? Who made up the 40-hour work week? How did that come about? I think you want to set your sights, Two of Wands, on something different. Something that's more in alignment with your Queen of Pentacles here. Taking care of yourself. Being your own best friend. Listening to what's best for you. Instead of listening to what the world or the system is telling you. Because you're bombarded by fear. Every time you turn on the TV, every single commercial is either about what you don't have and what you need, or it's about some kind of pharmaceutical drug for, skin conditions, liver conditions, high blood pressure conditions. Like there's always something bombarding you that you're not in the right place and there's something wrong with you. And I think you're starting to see that there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with the world, so to speak. So let's find out how you got here, because you got the Seven of Cups. Could be confusion. Could be trying to figure things out. Could be trying to put things into perspective. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have Justice. I think you want to balance things out. You want to do the right thing. You want a new beginning. You're trying to figure out how to get there. You might right now be measuring the pros and the cons, but you definitely want a tangible new beginning in something. And again, it's something that has to do with your vital power, your innate gifts, your innate being. What is it I'm here to do? And what is going to be profitable for me? Maybe profitable for my family. I'm tired of always feeling like I'm missing the mark, or I'm not good enough, or it's not enough. So let's find out what this happy place is, because you got the Nine of Cups coming in. This is what's right around the corner. Could be finding your niche. We have Temperance, so balancing the inner and the outer worlds. Taking what's inside of you and making it an expression to the outside world. I think you kind of figure if you can find your happiness, that'll help others find their happiness too. If you can find your innate gifts, because that's what Aquarians do, right? To be free and to know. Aquarius is here to change the world. Ace of Cups, find something that you love to do. And then Ten of Wands. You're going to pick up the wands, pick up what you need to pick up, and go for it. It may be some challenges, there may be some roadblocks, there may be some things along the way, but you're ready to take on the challenge. And this challenge, you got the Ten of Wands here with what's right around the corner. This challenge doesn't seem so heavy because there's happiness attached to it. As opposed to what you had with what the universe was trying to show you, the Ten of Wands that you were carrying had burden attached to it from like maybe carrying other people's expectations, carrying other people's ideas, carrying other people's what they wanted you to do. So there's a difference because now what you're carrying is bringing you joy, bringing you happiness, bringing you self-expression. So let's see what the Six of Wands is. These are the outside influences. These could be about the reviews, you know, everything's under review. Job performance, career performance, school performance, grades, finals, deadlines, expectations, family demands, money. This whole concept of like Christmas coming up, right? Where shelves are going to be empty, so you got to get your Christmas shopping done early. Just all these like ways that you need to show up and be seen and be heard and be recognized. We've got the Hanged Man. We have the Magician. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So I think you're starting to see this from a different perspective now. That it's always about what isn't there. It's manipulation. It's always about not having enough, missing something, not being, like there's always seems to be a lack in every way you turn. Like it's never measuring up. It's never, you haven't, the bar keeps getting raised. The more that you do, the more the bar keeps getting raised. And I think you're starting to see this now. I think you're starting to see that, you know, the Magician. It makes you feel powerless. Because really, Four of Swords, right? Doing nothing is power too. And I think in our society, doing nothing or resting or taking care of yourself or doing things that really nurture and nourish your own vitality and your own life is seen as selfish, and it's really not. Figuring out what's good for you. So let's see what the Four of Swords is, because this is your next steps. This is almost just like saying, you know what? I'm done with the rat race. I'm done being on the hamster wheel. I'm done chasing. I'm done trying to measure up. I'm just going to do me. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. And just not participating anymore. Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from things, you're leaving things behind that just don't serve purpose anymore, that don't bring you joy, that bring you sadness, that make you feel bad about yourself, that make you feel like you're not enough, that make you feel like You're not meeting the standard. You're just not going to participate anymore. You're going to do things where you find healing, where you find restoration, where you find rejuvenation. And, you know, you got the Eight of Cups here. This is following your spiritual path. Your spiritual path. What's right for you? Queen of Pentacles. And I think you made a determination now, situation, that this is the way you want to go. You don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know quite where you're going yet, but you know there's definitely a change. The old way of doing things is just not working for you anymore. So let's get one more on this Seven of Pentacles, because this is now you're kind of in the planning stages, kind of figuring things out, what to plant. What do you want in your garden? What do you want to show up in your garden? Yep. What's valuable to you? You want something that gives you value. You want something that is gives back. You want something that is more reciprocal. And so now you're figuring out, okay, well, what does that look like? What do I need to start putting forth in my life and putting into me? What energies do I need to start putting into me? Because your energy is the gift, right? Your energy is the gift. So what you're putting in and what is going out. And I think you're starting to look at, you know, what do I really want to show up in my life? What does that look like? What makes me happy? How do I want to express myself? Because you want something that is going to be sustainable. You want something that is going to be profitable. You want something that is going to be of substance, right? Be tangible, be of value. And so that's where you're heading. It's a very calming reading, Aquarius. It's a very calming reading. There's not any big upheavals. There's not any, it's a shift. It's a very quiet, subtle shift. You're starting to see things differently, and just your awareness of it starts to change it. Starts to change the dynamics. So let's see what's showing up here for you. We've got Virgo and Gemini. We've got Pisces and Cancer. We've got Libra. We got Aquarius. We have Scorpio. We've got Sagittarius. Thought there was one more in here. That looks like that's it. So if you have any of those signs in your life, or energies of those signs in your life, we're going to look. Oh, and Leo. I knew there was one more. We'll look at those in the extended. For those of you not going on, let's get something tangible that you can use. We'll get a message, divine message to you from, this is the Crystal Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. Let's get something tangible you can use, the energies you can work with. We have Rhodozite. I think I always chop up that name when it shows up. This is number 43. So if you start seeing number 43, that is a sign that this message or this reading was for you. This is Mighty Power. Zingy Rhodozite is excellent for removing blockages and for adding vitality to the physical body. It cleanses, it activates, and it powers up all the chakras and harmonizes the etheric bodies. So there's your strength card right there. Activating the powers. This crystal encourages the flow of Kundalini energy to all the cells and the spaces in between. Karmic imprints from your past lives or emotional wounds from earlier in your present life may be creating a state of psychosomatic dis-ease. Your own negative or compulsive thought patterns also play a part, as can those of other people directed towards you. Check out the harmony or lack of it in your environment. Earth energies may be disrupting your well-being. The ground around your workplace, your home space, may need healing and stabilizing by planting suitable crystals or plants into the earth. Your healing insight is living a healthy, stable environment creates a physical... I'm going to do that again. Sorry, I'm chopping this up. Your healing insight, living a healthy and having a stable environment creates a stable physical body. Your soul path is healing the earth. So, rhodozite. So that's what I have for you this week, Aquarius. I hope this helped. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. And for those of you going on, the link to the extended is below, and I will see you over there. Bye-bye.